Morning, everyone. It's Friday morning in my brother's hospital room. It's around 7.
Alright, my friend.
What have you to wake up to?
For ya. And I'm also going to check your blood sugar.
Okay, so you were just telling me you were not able to sleep last night
Yeah.
because you were feeling nauseous?
And uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable in what way?
Almost the same way I am now, where it's just like... No, it was worse. It was just like, I just wanted to throw up.
Okay, because of the nausea.
And it was just one of those things where I didn't know, where I wasn't sure if I was hallucinating, or if I just wanted to go to bed.
See, that's the thing, you were in bed. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
What's the thing? Like, that's the thing, like, I'm like, I don't understand why I don't... It's one of those things where it's like, I don't understand why I don't feel alright.
But the important question is, why did you not ask for help? Because you're in a hospital and you're surrounded by people who want to help you.
Yeah, and I was looking at it for a second, but then I was also like, I just want to go to bed. I was like looking at it, and I was like, and the watch was like, I was looking at the clock, and I'm like, breakfast is coming soon, and I'll just sit up, and everything will be fine.
See,
obviously it was not, and I know it's worrisome.
The doctor yesterday was asking if you were confused at all, and I'm starting to think I should have told him yes, because it's like,
Yeah.
Should I tell them?
Why not?
I mean, you're answering the standard questions correctly,
Yeah.
so you're not, like, disoriented, but the thing is,
Maybe I'm just fatigued.
I'm just so worried that you don't ask for help when you need it.
I know.
Like, you're in the hospital, they could have given you something for the nausea and your trouble sleeping, and you don't ask, and it's like, what do we do?
Well, the thing is, it's like sometimes 1 plus 1 does not equal 2 here. Where I'm just
Okay.
like, where I was just trying to get comfortable and go to bed.
Oh, is the problem the fact that this bed is uncomfortable?
That too.
Okay, well...
I mean, it didn't seem uncomfortable at first.
Yeah?
It seemed pretty comfy. I was like moving it around,
Right.
and then at a certain point I would just like fall asleep and I'd be like, oh good, thank God.
Oh, okay, so you were dozing in and out.
Yeah.
I imagine you were dreaming at some points?
Yeah.
That's why it felt strange?
Yeah.
Like were you having trouble distinguishing between dreaming and being awake?
Yeah.
Well, what were you dreaming?
I was mostly just dreaming about, am I in pain? Am I not in pain? Should I call for nausea pills? Anything?
What would stop you, though? But wait, you were dreaming that you were basically where you were in pain? Or
it's
nauseous?
like, it's like, should I, because I was like sitting here and I'm like, there's no logical reason why I should be up.
Yeah,
There's literally no reason I should be up.
Right, exactly.
So it's like, well, maybe I'm just tired.
Right.
So I couldn't, like, after a while, I just could not figure it out.
Well, okay.
I know.
Just one call to the nurse and you could have had at least a few hours sleep, and gee, that's what's so frustrating, to hear you say all this.
I know.
where's the button for the nurse? Like, do you know where it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was right next to you, right there.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't push it?
Mm-mm.
Well, when you would ask yourself these questions, what answer would keep you from calling for help?
Is it real?
Is it real? Like you were thinking you were dreaming you were
Yeah,
okay.
like I was dreaming, like I was thirsty.
You okay. I don't know what to say about that because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist.
It makes two of us.
So that's why I asked the doctor, is there someone which you can talk to? You know, God, Reggie.
I know.
Well, from our discussion yesterday, I would wonder if it's anxiety, because um, considering your circumstances, I think that would be natural.
Yeah.
And you vote. You look tired, man. Okay. Do you want me to let you sleep? Okay. Morning, everyone. So here is this morning setup. I'm having breakfast downstairs by one of the exits, so it's a bit noisy, but I am right by the garden. It's so pretty. I was just sending a message to my husband and telling him I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed, hence the garden this morning. Just to look at beauty and empty my mind and fill my stomach. The colors on this sculpture are completely different from this point of view. That's pretty neat. So the garden outside is apparently called Fianna's Healing Garden in the Institute for Cancer pathway. I'm just exploring the hospital some more. I guess delaying when I have to go upstairs because I feel like I need some time to myself. I would like a place to maybe do some stretching and yoga poses. So I suppose the garden is the most obvious choice because I haven't seen any room reserved for that kind of thing here. But maybe I just haven't found it yet. So this is the area that my brother gets his chemo, or where he will be getting his chemo. The waiting room looks really nice. Hope sees the invisible, feels the intangible, and achieves the impossible. Can I just say this is a really good visual metaphor for how I'm feeling right now. And for how we're all managing our lives at the moment. It's a big balancing act, and it's not easy. So it says, artwork brings all of its potential as a gift and offers it to the community. Art can be a beautiful, non-judging vessel that can hold all the confusion, the fear, the pain, and the hopes of the viewer. Art speaks to the soul, heart, and mind. It speaks to the whole person, just like the best of the healthcare professionals on staff at Renowned Health. I have to agree with that. The people here, the doctors and nurses and everyone else, the rest of the staff have been so wonderful. So it goes on to say, the art displayed at Renown spoke to my broken heart, damaged spirit. It lifted my soul again and again. So before I forget, one of the doctors was just here, and one of the nurse representatives from physical rehab, and they're going to talk to Richie's insurance to see if they will approve a 7 to 10 day physical rehab stay. That would help to strengthen his body, to teach him what kind of movements he can do safely, and they'll train us in how to take care of the bags. To give you an update, because I don't know how much you heard or were aware of. So that doctor, you know, the bald one, came by and he was telling you about the possibility of physical therapy for a 7 to 10 week period. Not week, 10 day, 7 to 10 days. And they would need to put in a request through your insurance, and they would need to improve that. But they said that way you could learn how you could strengthen your body in that time. You could learn what kind of exercises you can do while we're at home, and they'll train us in how to help you do those exercises, and also how to handle your I don't know what you call these bags, the ones from your body, and all that. So the only thing is they don't know if I can stay with you, because it would be an 8 to 8 visitor period, but they're going to try to make an exception for me, because I was telling them that you often don't ask for help from the nurses, but you will ask me for help. So it might be beneficial if I stay with you. So we'll see if they'll make an exception for me.
Right.
Like I'll just sleep in a chair, I don't care, you know, but we'll see. Anyway, that's the update. So I am in Starbucks now, taking a break from the pretty hot and stuffy hospital room. My brother is sleeping right now. He had a hard time sleeping last night, so they think it was probably due to some of the medication he's taking. I mean, he's taking so many drugs right now. I don't know, like, it's no wonder that he's going through a lot of discomfort and all that, but the thing is, usually the nurses come in the middle of the night, like around 2 and 5. That last night they didn't, you know, and I got a decent night's sleep. I got about maybe 5-6 hours, but my brother did not get a good night's sleep because he didn't ask for help, and that is what is really frustrating me right now, because it's like I don't know what to do. It feels like he thinks if he just lies there and tries to sleep or sleeps, that everything will just turn out okay. But all he had to do was ask for help. You know, it was because of the medication, and so this morning they gave him some anti-nausea medicine. And I asked, is there something you could just leave at his table? So, because he doesn't like to ask for help, so if he feels nauseous again, he can just take it. And they said, well, there's really nothing we can leave, which I totally get. I mean, they don't want to leave just medication for him lying around. But, God, what do you do? I feel like in some ways it's going to be harder this time than the first time I was here. Because I don't know, I feel he needs some kind of counseling as well. If anyone has any suggestions out there, I would really welcome it, because, you know, I'm not medically trained. I'm not trained in psychiatry or any of that. I don't know what's going on with him. Is it because of the lack of eating for 10 days? Like, did 10 days of not eating do something to his mind where he just doesn't think straight right now? Or what? You know, like, I mean, like me, I haven't been getting the greatest sleep for a week, and maybe not eating the best. And I know my mind is not working the best. I feel like I am forgetful and easily irritable. And I just took a nap upstairs, but I'm still tired and groggy. And so I have this coffee, but I don't know if it's gonna help. So I feel overwhelmed. In one word, I feel overwhelmed because I cannot solve my brother's problems by myself, and I cannot help him if he's not going to help himself. Somebody help me. What do I do? I saw earlier that you can go into the stairwell, and this is actually really terrifying for me because I am afraid of heights. But I just wanted to show this view from a different vantage point. Let me see where I might go over here. I don't know if I'll go up to the 9th floor. I think it won't be too different from here. Oh shit. Is all this in the way? Yeah, that's it. Look at those hills and the clouds. Really dramatic. It's like a painting. And there's the garden in the evening. I think I'm gonna go out there. Yeah, I have definitely been burned out. Too many nights of bad sleep and uncomfortable beds, washing myself in hallway bathrooms, missing my family. So the nurse was telling us that he might be able to leave tomorrow, but there are many questions that we have. For example, is he going to get physical rehab here, in which case we'd have to stay here another week to 10 days? Or are we going to do that through home care? I don't know. It would depend really on which is better. Like they say he would get 3 hours a day of physical rehab here. What would it be like with home care? You know, Also, I wanted him to talk to a counselor or something like that. And I wanted to talk to, what do they call them? Like a, like a, like a cancer counselor, but they had a specific term for it that I really don't recall. So I was messaging with my husband earlier, just expressing my frustration, you know, and fatigue and all that. And I feel like I'm so lucky, so lucky to have a husband like him. And I really feel like everything we've been through together has prepared us for what we're experiencing now and what we've experienced before we met, because we both had difficult childhoods and young adulthoods. We've been through a lot, and all of it has prepared us to be with the other person because we understand each other, you know. Oh God, I still miss my family. I saw a picture of Nico and I saw how, God, he's changing every day. He's gonna spend half a year pretty much without me. Well, and then there's the concern over my brother's emotional well-being. Is he depressed, or is it just normal sadness because of his circumstances? If he's clinically depressed, I cannot help him. I've had friends before who were depressed, and I remember trying and trying and trying to help them get out of it. Nothing ever worked. So that's why I want him looked at. And if it's clinical depression, he needs professional help. If it's just passing sadness, I'm always ready to lend an ear and a sympathetic ear, you know. But I guess I was just concerned last night where he had trouble sleeping and he didn't call the nurse. Now, earlier he claimed that he did try, that he pushed the button and it doesn't work. So I really, that could be he could have tried and he just forgot. You know, apparently the only way to actually call the nurses is to use a TV remote. There's a button on the TV remote, and the ones on the bed are not hooked up. So I was too tired to work today. I feel like that's part of the burnout. Like I had a decent sleep. He even had a nap, but I was exhausted, you know, and I ended up getting next to nothing done. I just went back to the hospital room and laid down. So, yeah. Sometimes throughout the day I get ideas for new paintings. Like, I definitely want to do a series with my brother and my mother. Then today I was thinking, God, I'm so sick of thinking of my brother and my mother. That sounds terrible. I just need a break. I would love to go to a museum. or shopping, even just to get essentials, like I need a few toiletries. Well, in case we are discharged tomorrow, I wanted to film this one last time. Look at that light show. I'm also really impressed by the zoom feature on my camera. I mean, look how close this is. That's awesome. I so love this camera.